The world of tech never sleeps, and today I'll give you a rundown on some of the most pressing tech-related news from GizChina. I've linked all the related articles below in the description, so make sure and check them out. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can keep up to date and get notified immediately when we release a fresh episode of GizChina News. Let's get into it. It's not a very well kept secret that the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is undergoing performance tests, and from what we hear it's looking pretty good. Unlike its predecessor, the Samsung Galaxy S23 will be powered by the up-and-coming Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, which is reported to make more than a noticeable difference compared to Samsung's very own chip, which powered the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Like I said, the performance increase is more than noticeable, with a 25% increase in single-core performance and a 45% increase in multi-core performance, with the graphics showing a whopping increase in performance of 60%. It's looking like a great combination of components for the Galaxy S23 Ultra, but it might not be that long until Samsung's very own Exynos chip starts to outperform the current Snapdragon flagship models. Samsung has been lagging behind in the chip game for some time now, but that might all be about to change. Samsung's latest chip, the Exynos 2200, has been turning a lot of heads because of the most recent benchmarks released by Android Authority, showing that the Exynos 2200 has some very impressive scores when put up against the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Some of the most impressive results were related to ray tracing capabilities. Yes, I said ray tracing in a smartphone device. This is something that most likely will become commonplace in all major flagships throughout 2023, and it looks like Samsung are taking the lead. Samsung have been pioneers in the smartphone game for a long time, and now with their new chipset, they may again open up new experiences for their customer base. Samsung's future releases will definitely be worth keeping an eye on. Make sure to check out the related article below to get a more comprehensive insight into the performance of the Exynos 2200. Do you believe that once you go Apple, you never go back? It's common for Apple users to stick with the brand through thick and thin, but it appears the tides may be changing. With the release of the Xiaomi 13, CEO Li Jun said that there are many iPhone 12 users switching to the Xiaomi 13, and the reason could be down to better charging, signal, and GPU performance. Xiaomi's efforts may be starting to pay off, as their Xiaomi 12 and 13 were directly targeting the more recent iPhone lineup, and it looks like the iPhone users are starting to take notice. Android phones are becoming increasingly more advanced, and with Apple slow to adapt and implement new technology trends, it's no surprise that once loyal Apple users are discovering that the grass may be in fact greener on the other side. Learn more in the linked article down below. The Xiaomi 13 will soon be widely available, and some are saying that Apple may be in for some trouble, as the new Xiaomi 13 brings a lot to the table in terms of performance, never mind the sleek and elegant design language. After looking through the spec sheets, it's obvious that Xiaomi aren't playing around, as this is by far their most powerful device to date, and perhaps the most powerful Android device currently on the market. And what about that design language? What do you think? Definitely has elements of the iPhone incorporated into the design, but is it any surprise? Apple have been influenced the way smartphones have looked for decades now, and why should it come as any surprise that Xiaomi have taken some creative liberties with their own designs? The article below will get you up to speed. Make sure to check it out in the description below. Personally, I love Android devices, but one thing most Androids have in common is good to average screen brightness. There's very rarely that retina burning 1000 nit brightness you get from iPhone devices. Xiaomi took that as a challenge and have since created the brightest screen for an Android device that's ever been available. The new Xiaomi 13 will offer a max brightness of up to 1900 nits. Like, what the f? For one, I'm very excited about this news, especially with summer just around the corner. You're thinking this must come at some kind of cost. Well, actually not really. The Xiaomi 13 paired with the powerful MIUI 14 OS offers amazing efficiency, meaning that rocking such a bright screen won't have any major setbacks concerning battery performance, and with the OS being so intuitive, it will automatically adjust the screen's brightness depending on the lighting conditions and available battery. Xiaomi devices just keep getting better, and to learn more about this new screen brightness, make sure to check out the related article in the description below. Here we go again. Talented designers from all over the world trying their very best to predict what the new iPhone 15 design will look like based off of rumors and unconfirmed leaks. Thanks to designers like Antonia De Rosa, we can get a good idea of what type of design Apple might go for this time around. Changing things up a bit, it looks as though Apple may be making big changes to the iconic body of the iPhone, this time using the much more durable titanium and reducing the overall thickness of a device. And yes, it looks like that may include the rear camera bulge also. The rumors that Android devices are rapidly catching up with Apple may soon be put to bed when Apple get around to releasing their sleek new design of the iPhone 15. Make sure to check out the related article below to see what you think of the new design concept. Bill Gates recently took part in a Reddit AMA, and users put him to the test with a wide variety of questions which he was more than happy to answer. One of the Reddit users was curious and asked Mr. Gates what smartphone he prefers to use, and the answer might surprise you. Most people would assume that being one of the founders of Microsoft, he would be using one of their very own handheld devices, but it turns out that he uses something else. Mr. Gates said that with his current choice of smartphone, all he needs to get his work done is just a Windows laptop, cutting out the need for any tablet device. So have you guessed what phone he's using? Check out the related article below and you might be surprised. Once again, that's it for this week, folks. I hope you enjoyed, and please let me know what you think about the incredible progress that Xiaomi are making and what you expect from Apple's soon-to-be-released iPhone 15. Make sure to subscribe and check out our website for more leading tech-related news. I'll be here next week to give you another rundown of the best tech news from GizChina. Thank you.